Hello, hello, how are you? This is Patty, and I am very excited to be able to share with you about one of the most beautiful systems in our body, which is our digestive system, specifically our gut, or our intestinal, gastrointestinal tract, digestive tract, or whatever we want to call it. This amazing muscular tube that runs from our mouth and goes all the way down to the exit hole, is just fascinating how so much process goes between. It's fascinating that machine that it goes in our body, which is the source of our nourishment, is the source of the quality of our blood, and basically it's very important and it's connected with all these systems. One of the things that are really fascinating, or that I found fascinating, is the complexity and amazing human engineering. We have, guys, the most powerful um, technology in our bodies, and we have an amazing civilizations working in beautiful synergy. All these cells, microorganisms interacting together, and how important is this for our health. But today I want to talk to you about the second brain, because this is what it's all about and why it's called our second brain. Pretty much, let's go back. Let's talk a little bit in general about our digestive system. Our digestive system pretty much is formed in two groups. Basically, the alimentary canal, which is this beautiful tube, and the accessory organs, which are all these organs that, from the saliva, from the glands, the liver, the pancreas, the gallbladder, that secrete, um, produce secretions to help and assist in the process of this machinery. If we think about that, every single time you ingest something, that is, you are turning on an amazing machine that is working in a beautiful synergy. Everything in this planet works as a synergy. And our body is an amazing example of it. All the cells, all the tissues, all the organs, all the systems need one of another to be able to work efficiently. And so pretty much, since we ingest, our digestion starts when ingest. I would say that our digestions start when we choose our food. So tell me what you eat and I will tell you who you are. So we need to be very mindful and connect with that part of our body, because that's crucial for our health. So the gastrointestinal tract, or this amazing tube, which is basically called the second brain, it's been found that pretty much it measures around 9 meters. That's huge. Basically, this gut line can really cover the surface of 2 tennis courts. That's massive, isn't it? Thinking that is that huge length within our body, and so it's quite fascinating. And the small intestines pretty much represents 3/4 of this tract. Along the small intestines pretty much can measure around 6 meters in a dead body. In a live body, basically all the tract is between it's around 7 meters, and the intestine is around 2 to 4. Why is it smaller? Because obviously the muscular contractions and all that, it makes it look smaller, but really when a dead body is really long. It's 9 meters, 6 meters is the small intestine. So pretty much the small intestines cover most of it. And so it's more what is called the second brain. So why is it called the second brain? It's been found that basically pretty much the whole our digestive tract, our digestive system is been ruled by the enteric nervous system. And the enteric nervous system is one part of the autonomous nervous system. So the enteric nervous system is connected with the central nervous systems and linked with the two branches, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. Now, if we remember what is sympathetic and what is parasympathetic, sympathetic, let's think that is like the accelerator of the nervous system. Our nervous system is basically what it gets, sends all the neurotransmitters to our body to be able to produce behaviors within our cells, with our body controlling temperature, and so pretty much is kind of the central of the messengers. And the sympathetic very much is when We are in a very accelerating, we are on stress mode, we are on fight or flight mode, we are like running for our life. We are so excited, and we're just, our body, our heart is just beating so hard, and we're just kind of in this, everything contracts, all the blood goes into our muscles, our legs, just because we are getting in action. So the sympathetic nervous system, when it's activated, overactivated, how would this affect our digestive tract? Well, it will inhibit the activity there. So obviously all the blood goes into our muscles to running, and so it stops kind of the production and the processes of breaking down the nutrients and everything. So it inhibits. And the parasympathetic nervous system is like the break, is like calm down, is relax, expansion. It's like be mindful, or when we're too relaxed, or we're waking up, right? And that is going to pretty much accelerate the or promote the activity in our gut. So this is very linked with the enteric nervous system. So what does this mean? That our mental state, our emotions are pretty much influencing as well this amazing tube that is the source of nourishment of all our body and all our systems. So the nervous bag, nervous bag pretty much is the biggest nerve, and is really, really connecting, the one that connects brain and gut, sending signals in both directions. So it's been found that our gut communicates directly with our brain. So this is what is called our second brain. In our gut, pretty much, we have endocrine cells, and endocrines pretty much are the receptors of as well as this, like a nervous system sends neurotransmitters to react immediately. As well, the endocrine cells receive messengers to produce chemistry in our body. So amazingly, it's been found that serotonin, which is the happy hormone, and the one that is going to triggers or promotes the production of melatonin, 70% is produced in our gut. So if we know that the parasympathetic, the relaxing, the break is going to expand and is going to promote that, and we know that the serotonin is produced in our gut, so it's pretty amazing the relation that it has, our habits, our emotions, with the production of the serotonin as well, and our health. Obviously, our gut health is all linked with that, right? It's not one thing, it's a part of a whole. Also, 70% of our T cells, which are the ninjas of our immune system, are housed in the gut. How amazing is that? So the gut is where march all these immune warriors. So pretty much the gut health is the base of our immunity and our brain health. So it's pretty important to have a healthy gut. What would an unbalanced gut would be? How would it be represented? Pretty much IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or irritable bowel disease, leaky gut. And if we are not having a good sleep because we're not producing enough melatonin, means that we're not producing serotonin. So that would be kind of an indicator that we don't have a healthy gut. Mood swings, headaches, blur. So there are many factors or many symptoms that we can find that we don't have a healthy gut. Pretty much what it affects the gut is, we know now that our thoughts can produce feelings, emotions, and these could create behaviors, not only in our actions, but as well in our body. So for these connections. And there is as well the vital part of this. There is in all our spine, we know that we have these energy centers, so chakras, which is where movement, physical movement, and energy meets. So emotions is basically an energy in movement. So emotions that we have are going to be felt in many part of our organs. And if we think in the language of the chakras, the solar plexus, which is the energy center number 3, which is pretty much is the roof of our ego, which is right on the top of the stomach, of the gut, which is pretty much on the start where the liver is. It really is where storage a lot of emotions that are related with how we want to be perceived in the world, or how do we want to interact with our environment. Is our powerful will and is our strength. So, sorry, I just got this. So pretty much each one of these organs storage pretty much behaviors and emotions, energy. So a great example to understand the relationship between all our nervous systems, emotion, thoughts, and how it's represented in our gut. Because remember, emotions produce energy. It's a subtle energy. But it's in these centers where the physical movement of the organs, it really affects how the organs are performing. And when you feel excited, or when you feel in love, when you feel like you are happy, or you feel something happen amazingly, and you feel those butterflies in your stomach, how you hear that saying, it's because you are feeling the energy in your body. Or when you feel that something didn't go well and you didn't feel that you perform on the way you want to do, and then we say, oh, I feel like a kick in my gut. Oh, right? Well, that's energy. That's energy. And if we think in the language of the emotions, how do they storage in our gastrointestinal tract? Well, pretty much all the organs that are in this around that assist in this amazing tube, the liver, for example, the elixir is the anger, where something doesn't go the way we want, the anger. The stomach, which is the harshest, has the harshest environments in our body, the organs, all the gastric juices. Pretty much is when something that we really desire doesn't happen, and we get that kind of like frustration. The pancreas, all this responsibility, feeling so much responsibility, there's so much weight in our shoulders. The colon, not be able to let go, to forgive. Our self-esteem, the small intestines, our manifestation, our anxiety, when we want something very bad, but we are very uncertain whether if it's going to happen or not. So pretty much is, if we think about that, it's just, I want to invite you to be more mindful of your body, and to really start doing this communion and understanding that not only on a physical way, like since from choosing your foods, how are you gonna start this amazing machine going on, but as well with your emotions. When you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling upset, anxious, depressed, where do you feel it? Because what is happening is this affecting as well the health of your gut. It is kind of overactivating your sympathetic nervous systems, and you know that that's going to inhibit the activity in your gut. So we need the gut to be expand, we need the gut to be working, and we need to make it easy for the gut. So every time you're going to ingest something very, very lack of with no nourishment and no nutrients at all, or like let's say a very greasy thick pizza, that is going to be a lot of work for that machinery. And what is that work for? How is that going to assist you? Does it have any nutrients? Because remember, this tube is going to nourish your whole body, and it's working really, really hard. And it is amazing synergy of organs, tissues, working together, and it's going to really correlate many other systems, especially your immunity and your brain health and your emotional state. So my invitation for you is to be mindful with what you eat, and to pay attention of what you feel. Where do you feel that? Because all these low frequency emotions pretty much are felt in that area, which is the solar plexus. And so remember, anxiety, anger, not be able to forgive, no low self-esteem. I don't feeling feeling inadequate to be able to perform, embarrassed, feeling like what people is going to think about me. All these kind of emotions, where are they coming from? We know that is a thought, but that's another subject. What can you do to help yourself? Because it's not about how you feel, but it's as well how is this affecting your health. So this is my talk for today about understanding about the beautiful second brain. please share. If hopefully share if this was helpful for you, share to someone that needs this. Remember, we're gonna be doing an amazing draw and giveaway on Monday. So please share this, tag your friends. I think this is very important, and we as humans, we start connecting with ourselves, with our body in a whole holistic way, not only in a very physical way. So, and tomorrow we're gonna be talking about the amazing civilizations in our bodies, especially in our gut, and how these affect our health and what can we do about it. So join me. This is a very short. I just wanted to introduce the second brain. Thank you so much for being with me, and I hope to see you tomorrow.